Ryan coming at you live from Christian Street Studios, where we are currently in the middle of the largest hurricane of the last century, the Frankenstorm, the squall, if you would.
I will. And, apparently the football gods have actually conjured up this mighty hurricane in an attempt to forcibly remove Andy Reid from the city. Now, latest reports have Andy hunkered down in the fetal position, shoving food into his mouth in an effort to kind of keep a low center of gravity, real dense, body, so he won't get lifted off into the storm. Now, we're going to keep you updated on that story throughout the news broadcast here. But what we got from today, DJ?
I'd like to start off with just highlighting the big day that 1716 had.
Big week.
The fantasy world.
Big
week, yes, exactly. Andrew and I played each other, so obviously we couldn't both get a win. I did get the win, in case you're wondering.
Congratulations.
But Pat won pretty convincingly, and I believe you won, or winning.
Well, I didn't win yet. So I'm definitely hoping for the win. Now, I need LaRod Stevens Howling not to be a big dick, and I'd also like...
Who is LaRod Stevens Howling?
He's like the law form, like, Arizona edition, He's got that big, long name. He's kind of a turd. He's like the third string running back, so if he even thinks about putting up big points, there might be a death threat on his life. So, just watch out, LaRod. I'm watching you.
I'd like to make it clear there will be no death threat.
Okay. Also, David Akers, you're also on notice. Don't even think about amassing any huge number of field goals. That would not be cool. And Philadelphia fan to Philadelphia former player, I think we can, accommodate each other's wishes there. Okay.
This just in. We have a reporter in the field right now, Andrew Gonzalez, who would like to...
yes, he's our senior weather correspondent.
Our senior weather correspondent with a little report for you guys.
All right, thank you, DJ and the commission. I am here live on top of the compound where Andy Reid is said to be holed up. I can, in fact, confirm that he is consuming large amounts of Krispy Kremes and rodents that have fled the shore from the storm to try and acquire enough mass to not be lifted off by these intense, harrowing winds. Another point that people have been interested in is whether or not he is in fact curled up in a fetal position. We can now say that is not the case. It is just when he took off his spandex Spanx, his enormous mass sort of congealed around him, and it just appeared as if he was in the fetal position. So yeah, we can report that he is in fact just standing to withhold the immense force of Mother Nature. We'll be here reporting live. This is Andy Gonzalez on location. Over and out.
Okay, and we're back. Excellent reporting as always. He does a really nice job, doesn't he, folks? Let's continue along with something new. Something new. What did you learn this week?
This week I learned where Pat is getting his fantasy mojo. Let me start you off with Friday.
You're gonna have to take him through it step by step.
Friday night, Pat comes home. He's got to go get his Halloween outfit, the award-winning Halloween outfit, might I add. Birds of War group outfit. It was awesome. He goes to Noelle. Cute girl, great voice. Really like her voice a lot.
I believe we're going with Mystery Girl number 1.
Mystery Girl number 1.
Just to, in the best interest of these women, these poor women. Anyway, continue.
Goes shopping with her, has a great time. Saturday, during the day, goes to a Renaissance fair with Mystery Woman number 2, Clow. Later that night, Saturday night, we go to the Halloween party where he chats up Mystery Woman number 3. I don't know her name. In the middle of the Halloween, he chats her up for like 2 hours. In the middle of the Halloween party, she just disappears. I see him with another girl. He's touring the apartment with her. Upstairs, downstairs, all over. Leading her around. I think he knows her from somewhere. I don't really know.
Leading her on, some might say.
Yes. Gets back with Lederhosen later that night. I don't know how it ended. I left before he did. When he gets home that night, he comes home with Clow. I don't know how they met up. Mystery Girl number 2. However it happened, good for you, Pat, for pulling that one off. And then Sunday, he's back with Mystery Woman number 3, or number 1. Noelle, he's back with Noelle.
All the while texting.
All texting mystery girl number 4, Olga from New York. If you're watching, that's you. It's incredible. It's mind-boggling. This is something you can't keep up for too long, but Pat is doing an excellent job at pulling this one off.
Yeah, definitely.
Kudos. Kudos, Pat.
His fantasy team reaping the benefits. reaping the benefits in spades. Now, I also learned something new this week, DJ, and that was that the team known as Kiss the Baby has a pulse. It was formerly, assumed that they had just flatlined. They'd been on life support for a few weeks and kind of in this comatose type state.
What were the 4 losses in a row?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Culminating in a loss to what team?
That'd be the Honeybees. Honey
Honeybees.
dripping from their mouths as they feasted on Kiss the Baby's rotting carcass. And but apparently, they were not dead. And that pulse is it's flickering, but it's there. So if they can pull out the win tonight, finish that strong week for 17-16, who knows? Crazier things have happened moving forward. So something to keep an eye on there.
I think you're gonna win.
I appreciate that.
Good feelings.
I appreciate that.
Pat's mojo is rubbing off on us all.
Yeah. Now that we've met these mystery women, or whatever they're known as, they have certainly rubbed off on us as well. And thank you, Pat.
So next is gonna be by the numbers, I believe. What numbers are you highlighting this week?
So I'm highlighting the difference in defensive output that I've had over the past 2 weeks. My week 7 defensive output, -2 points. Thank you, Buffalo. You allowed 35 points and you got just 2 sacks. So -2 points. You suck. 22 points, however, for the Giants this week. Division rival, but also pretty studly. They got JPP, they got Justin Tuck, they got OC, Matthias Kiwanuka. You got some players in there getting some sacks, 4 of them. 4 picks off of Tony Romo. Tony Romo, thank you. 2 fumble recoveries and a defensive touchdown. 22 points. If I do win this week, I will be definitely crediting a lot of that to the Giants defense.
Yeah, that's a very nice output. Did you pick them off waivers? How'd you?
I did. So were we doing a waiver wire pickup of the week segment, which we are not, they would certainly have won that for me. But yeah, thank you for pointing that out, DJ.
I'd like to start off with my little RG3 watch. He is still leading the league in total points with 176.72. This is week 8, if you're keeping track.
I am.
He's beating Aaron Rodgers by 1 point, but still, pretty gosh darn impressive. And I'd also like to highlight LaShawn McCoy. What happened to you, buddy? 17 touchdowns last year. You have 2 this year. What is it? On pace for 4 all season. I mean, it's a little decline in production. I'd like some answers, LaShawn. That ref.
and on to Come On Man, one of our favorite segments here.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. My first Come On Man's going to go out to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh.
It's pretty obvious. There's no surprises here. 17 points a game offensively. You fired defensive coordinator, bringing Todd Bowles. See you later, Castillo. Everything's supposed to be better up the bye. Andy Reid's got the 13-0. Not so. They lose, and not only do they lose horribly. They lose like they have no fight in them. They really just got to grow a pair. Come on, man, Philadelphia Eagles. You're my team, but let's get back on track.
My come on man is going to go out to Greg Jennings. You've played in 2 games this season. You haven't played a full game yet. You knew that your abdomen was a problem before the season started. You should have had surgery then instead of having it in week 8. And then definitely missing the next 3 weeks, probably the rest of the season. You heard it here first. Greg Jennings is not going to play another game this season. Come on, man.
Wow, that's some good reporting, DJ. Heard it here first. You heard it here first, guys, right here. One last come on, man. Bill, you suck. Come on, man. Other than that, let's move into the last segment here, which actually will tie in nicely. What's the last segment we got, Jake?
It's
basically things Bill did to annoy us this week.
The Bill watch, if you would.
Yeah.
We're keeping track of Bill Conlo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually kind of ironic that we're keeping track of him because we haven't been able to see him, talk to him, contact
it's not
him.
really a visual watch.
Yeah, it's definitely not a visual watch.
It's not really a visual watch. But yes, come on. The thing that he did to annoy me was I texted him and he just didn't even respond. I was like trying to hang out, wanted to be like buddies again. I'd be like, yo, Billy, want to come over, hang out, eat some burgers, have some beers, hang out with me and Jake, No response. So, that kind of annoyed me, Bill. How about you, Jake?
Once again, album exchange. Bill just hasn't posted. I mean, he put up his post. Great. But there's, you gotta comment on other people's stuff. You gotta keep it lively. You gotta let us know what's happening. You never come over here, so we don't get to talk face to face about it.
Kind of doing the bare minimum.
Well, yeah. You're
Don't do the
passing.
bare minimum,
You have a
Bill.
passing grade, Bill. You passed.
C minus.
We're not gonna kick you out.
C minus.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch out, Bill. You're on notice.
Gotta figure like a pin, I've gotta figure like a doll. Don't care if you think I'm dumb, I don't care at all. Candy best, sweetie pie, wanna be adored. I'm the girl you die for. I'll chew you up and I'll spit you out, 'cause that's what young love is all about. So pull me closer and kiss me hard. I'm gonna pop your bubble gum hard. Oh, sugar baby, lick a lick.
All right, so the person in the middle should say drop a beat. That can be you if you want.
Alright.
Max says drop a beat. You know, like,
Alright, ready?
is it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're being recorded. This will go. The video will be in the beginning, but this part will be in the beginning.
Oh, you mean
Will be
yeah.
the end.
Yeah. But hold on, I'm not really kidding.
Drop a beat.
Stop. Play.